Right here, grade 12s, I'm Stefan Kleyn, and this is HowToEGD. Don't go yet. Because you don't have the subject right, don't worry. I'll be talking to every grade 12 learner in this country preparing for their final exams. And what I've shared in this video, I've actually shared with my own learners back at school. And they were absolutely overwhelmed with what I shared. And I thought it's very important that I also share it with you today. So let's get started. And please, if you watch to the end and you really love this content, make sure you share it with your friends because they all need to know how to hack their final exams. Let's get going. So the first thing that you got tested on when you grew up was your IQ. And you've maybe kept that for yourself and also sometimes the excuse for not doing as well, right? But I'm here to tell you there's something else that's even more important, and that is your actual emotional intelligence, okay? And the main difference for emotional intelligence and IQ is that the EQ is a better predictor of success. Why? Because learners who understand that the way I emotionally respond towards my work will actually in the end determine my success. It's much better effective than just saying I'm depending on my intellectual capacity. So EQ is the ability to stay motivated even though you're faced with stressful situations. It is therefore a better predictor of success. A child with emotional intelligence doesn't give up when they are faced with challenges. Or like now your final exams in front of you, you're not moved by that or challenged by that. You actually say, okay, I'm going to face this and I'm going to make a success for it. Now, there's a term that we've been using within education of a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Most learners, and I would like you to identify as I go through this list, are set on a fixed mindset, okay? But the growth mindset is what an emotionally intelligent child holds. And that is, for instance, a fixed mindset will avoid challenges. Where a growth mindset is someone that says, okay, I'm going to embrace the challenge. If I get home, I've got a task to do or a maths problem to solve. The fixed mindset will start it, but then give it up the moment that they, not able to succeed. Where the growth mindset says, no, even though this is difficult, though this problem I'm faced with challenges me, I'll push through and actually finish it. The fixed mindset is the one that gives up easily. The moment that they are stressed, they give up. Where a growth mindset embraces that, they persist and they face those setbacks. Okay, so it's okay for them to not be able to do something. It's an opportunity to actually learn from and grow from it. A fixed mindset is someone that sees the effort that they put in as, real fruitlessness. There's nothing. What does it help if I hand in this task? What does it help if I learn? I'm not good. That's a fixed mindset. The growth mindset says, no. This effort that I put in preparing for my science exam is actually preparing me for the future. And there's growth and mastery that comes from it. A fixed mindset also ignores criticism. You don't like to be criticized. Where someone with a growth mindset sees that as an opportunity for growth, they actually learn from that criticism. A growth mindset, when you approach an exam, you see it rather as opportunity to acquire knowledge than just preparing for exam. You're not cramming everything in the night before. You're actually seeing it, okay, listen, I'm writing final exams in a couple of weeks from now. Let me use this to actually prepare for those exams. So you then focus on the learning part and not just on the cramming part. And you're much better able to retain that information as you head into your finals. You avoid shortcuts. So rather than maybe just relaxing on this weekend and not doing anything and then cramming it the night before, you actually use that time that you have to do it. Or maybe cheat in doing tasks by copying your friend's work, because that time and effort you put in doing your own work is actually developing yourself. So the struggle is good. Someone with a growth mindset, they embrace struggle. They don't complain. They don't nag. They don't say, I have another pack to do. It's a positive mindset, growth mindset, and that actually predicts your success much better. All right, this is a key one. You've still got a couple of weeks, depending on when you watch this video, to your final exams, okay? If you start working now, maybe you've never worked this year, okay? But if you start today, after this video, to start learning, you're training your brain and the muscle. And in the end, you will have a much better working brain when you get to the exams compared to just doing nothing now and then cramming. Your brain is going to be overwhelmed. So please learn every day. Start working now. It's almost too late, but still not. You can still do it. Okay, let's get practical. How do you hack your actual exams? Get to the real stuff, Mr. Kleyn, please. Here it is. Science has proven to us that the best thing you can do before you enter the exam room is to go for a 20-minute walk. It doesn't help you talking to your friends and comparing notes before you walk into the exam center. It just brings stress because now they're mentioning something that you didn't learn and now you're stressed. What if I didn't learn this? What did I maybe miss completely in preparation? Rather be relaxed, walk around your sports field at school or outside, up and down on the street. When you are then learning, speak out loudly. Maybe put a mirror in front of your desk and teach yourself as you're going around, as you're reading through your content. Speak it out loud. Your brain, I think, retains like 50% better when it is verbally spoken out than just writing it down or just reading it. What you've learned, teach it. If it's yourself, teach it to yourself or your mother or maybe a friend. It's proven that when you teach what you've learned, you actually retain it much better. So make sure in your preparation you leave time to teach. I always taught myself and that helped me somewhat. All right. Then create exam situations at home. All right. I'm going to share a link now to a website that's got every possible final in-year exam paper for the last decade. Okay. Download those papers. It's easyexams.co.za and create at home the same circumstances that you would have in the exam. Time limit, no distractions, focused work, because that again prepares your brain for those final exam circumstances. Condition yourself like any athlete would do before the time. Practice exam papers. People, now it's not the time to start reading your textbook. Now is the time, this season, to do previous exam papers, and you go to easyexams.co.za and download every possible paper for every subject on the national curriculum. Get into a fixed sleeping routine, exercise daily, eat healthy, limit your distractions, put your phone in a cupboard, switch off the Wi-Fi, don't pursue romantic relationships or any new ones in this time, all right? Limit distractions and focus on what is needed for the last few months of your school career. For 12 years you've worked and now you're in the final stretch. Plan your days. Start planning now on a calendar what the next 3 months looks like, or 2 months, or 1 month, whenever you're watching this video. What does it look like for me to be ready on the day I write my maths, or my Afrikaans, or my English, or whatever? How do I plan that? And you're only going to do that with a calendar on your wall, which has the dates, which says your own subjects that you are writing. Don't have the entire exam timetable. You're not writing all of those subjects, only the ones you're writing. And then you plan the day before or the week before when you need to start learning to actually get through that content in time. Okay, that was an overview on how to hack your exams. I'll be doing some specific engineering, graphics and design videos in the coming days. That is how to prepare for your final exams. All the best for all the grade 12s. I absolutely champion you and know that if you work hard, you will reap the reward. All the best. Cheers.